Okay, Savage Slark.
God, this is a good Darkseer game. This is a really good Darkseer game.
You can hop out of the arena, right?
Yeah. Ooh.
Pounce?
I think it depends on where you are in the arena.
Does he get high enough? Because you can jump over it.
Yeah,
it has
I
a
don't
Z limit.
He should be able to jump over it, but I think you can't be too close to it, right?
Well, that's definitely true. If you get too close, it'll push you back. I don't know though.
I feel like his jump's high enough that as long as he's not hitting it, he goes over it.
Yeah.
I think, but I'm not 100% certain.
Yeah, I don't know.
I haven't seen it enough.
Slark is just coming back.
I think you probably do. I think you jump it.
Maybe we'll get to see it.
It is interesting that they pick it this early, that they're so confident in the hero that they really don't even want to wait till 10th pick.
Yeah.
I mean, either way, he's got the ulti, right? That's also just good against Mars ult in general, even if he can't pounce out
or
of it.
you can, you can purge the spear as well, right? So
yeah.
Another good one.
Is he good in lane against the Mars?
He's decent, and they've also got the AA.
Okay.
So they can just pounce.
Pounce Cold Feet.
Yeah.
Great combo.
That's pretty strong.
So what support can they use with Mars to try and just bully this Tusk, though?
Bully this Slark.
Sorry, yes, bully this Slark.
You're
what am I thinking? Tusk, maybe.
You're one step ahead.
Yeah.
I
I like the tag team.
I like
Are they going to pick Tusk? It's the double save. We did say it. No, the Chen makes it through, and they'll snag it here.
Okay, so like Shadow Demon's getting a little bit more farm priority this game.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sometimes the Foreshadow Demon looks really good, and I'm convinced. And then other games, I just think, why didn't they pick someone with a normal stun? Or like a normal 4, you know what I mean? But if you can get the Soul Catcher up, Soul Catcher is incredible. So.
That's true.
So
it is dispellable, though, versus Slark.
Some position, too, that can, like, get kills with Chen pulling him in against the Slark. Is Lina an option?
Yeah, Lena's not crazy versus the Ember.
She's always an option.
All right, OD's banned. OD would have been good for like either team.
Lena kind of stinks versus Spearbreaker mid, but you know you can't really base your entire game off that necessarily.
Yeah. Are they on a timer? Yeah, Darkseer banned. You just got to do that. It's too good otherwise.
Yeah. So what on earth is 4F playing?
I have no idea.
I feel like once he gets this late in the draft is where like the Brewmasters come out or the Night Stalker's still in that he played earlier.
I don't like the Night Stalker.
No, I'm off that hero.
It was last banned. The last match.
Yeah.
No, it's not. It's not the strat.
God, they're gonna do something weird and funky, and it's just gonna work, and they're gonna win.
They need someone.
And I'm not gonna understand.
All right, here I got it. It's the Forev Marana with the arrows for the Chen creeps.
Yeah.
There, that's your hated pick right there. That would be the groaner.
It's Tide Hunter.
They're gonna go like bounty or something.
Nah,
crazy.
I think it's Tide.
They're gonna go nuts.
Tide would fit with the
Tide.
He was getting banned a lot yesterday,
and
we were all like, "Look at all these Tide bans."
I very much like the Tide.
Lesh is sick.
What else even is there? Tide.
Dude, Lesh is so good.
Why do you like Lesh, Gabe?
Because he's going to kill the Slark. You just
That's
pull him in, Chen pulls
that
him
is
in.
true. It's a lot of AoE damage.
And they can actually take buildings this time, which was a major issue last game.
Yeah, they got the Skeletons and the
I was thinking like DP or something, but I was like, that's not great against Slark to be able to kill him, so this is the perfect pick.
All right, give me the Tide. Trent earlier today gave me the Tide. Now Jinesbrus, please give me the Tide.
I gave you the Tide?
The laundry detergent.
Oh, I did.
You almost caught that
I
one.
was really confused. Dude, I got whooshed so hard there.
I mean, so did I. That was good. I like that.
I'm really confused. It's true. It's a giant thing of Tide.
I need to do laundry soon.
Oh,
Yeah.
for the Pango.
Of course,
Something
okay.
funky.
Of course it's weird. Yeah.
Something funky.
He used to play this quite a bit on JStorm, right? Or there's all kinds of this guy rolling around.
Well, all their heroes can escape from Mars ulti. Good luck, Mars.
Except AA.
Well,
the cores don't count.
press R
I mean,
twice.
the supports don't count.
Anybody taking some action on
Dude,
Amplfy?
this Ags Diffusal Pango is filthy this game. The mana burn against a Leshrac, a Mars, and a Wraith King, they're not going to be able to cast any abilities.
I actually like the
Amplify's
the
lanes are
Amplify
pretty
draft.
straightforward.
I like
It's
it a lot.
like I think it's much easier to execute than Jinesbrus. Jinesbrus stuff just has to get kind of crazy. They have to wait for Slark to have building damage. They have pieces of what were the problems for Amplfy in the previous game.
Now, I don't like the cosmetic that Savage has chosen on the Slark. So I
weird-
was
Well,
going to
the
say
people will get to
Jinesbrus.
see.
The weird
but-
crocodile one.
That's what
Yeah.
turns it.
Yeah, I'm not into the King K rule set here.
Okay.
But I really think Jinesbrus have a good draft. I think it plays to their strengths. Gunner, Ember Spirit, Savage, Slark. That's all you need to know. Forev's on a hero he can make chaos with.
No buildings, no
Jinesbrus.
win. No objective taking, no win.
I really like
I got
the Lesh.
Amplify.
I'm going Amplify. The Lesh pick sold it for me.
I'm leaning a little bit more Amplify myself if I had to choose one. I'm not
Well, I
gonna lie
like
there,
this,
mister.
guys. This is the setup for another easy free throw from the three-point.
God, that free throw.
Killing it.
You look like a
wait,
badly
there-
animated character in a sports game. Okay.
There's a basketball hoop outside, right?
Yeah,
perfect.
We
We'll
can
try
get
it.
Zyori.
Oh, perfect. We got to pause anyway. Don't
We
worry,
got some
guys.
content right here.
Guys, I what's it called when you hit the square in the back and then it goes right in?
A
Bank.
bank
A
shot.
bank shot. I got a mean bank shot. I'm banking them all day, baby.
All right,
now
guys.
my layups need work. I will
Find
say
the
that.
video on Twitter later.
Andrew, if you're banking free throws, you're doing it wrong.
Hey, as long as it goes in the net, that's all that matters.
That's
That's what
right.
Shaq taught me.
All right, I like it.
Shaq wasn't very good at free throws.
Yeah,
That's
he
the
also
joke.
didn't get them in the net.
He threw them like this. You see, I got the angles right.
You know, he just refused to
it's
just
a
learn
different
how
height,
to do it.
Andrew. You know, it's a
Yeah.
different angle.
That
he
is
do
true.
it?
Shaq
Yeah.
is like 2 of me.
Didn't he do it
So-
one-handed too, Shaq? I feel
No,
like he
I
would
don't
do it
think so.
one-handed.
But the pause has resumed. Let's
Oh,
hop in.
Okay, later, couch potatoes.
Sorry,
Adios.
gang.
Get out of here. We got
Okay.
some Dota to talk about.
So, right. Where were we?
I think there was Dota or something, some drafts.
March.
You missed Grand flossing.
out of Army.
That was whew.
Grand
Go ask
Grant-
production for some Grand flossing.
He did the floss.
He tried. I don't know if you can call. You guys go ahead, check the VODs earlier today. I think it was right before the last game in South America, and you can watch a beautiful dance by Grand Grant. in the
Have
drafting
you ever
phase.
done the floss, Trent?
No.
Have you ever tried?
No.
I tried once. It was harder than I thought it would be.
All right. Well, I guess that's what happened to Grant too.
You know, at this last New Year's, Ninja was invited to Times Square, and he did a little 2-minute segment where he tried to get the audience to floss alongside of him. It was actually pretty top on my list of most cringy esports moments ever.
That's
Because
so weird that his target demographic wasn't there at Times Square.
Yeah, everyone in the audience just looked at him like, who? What? Why? Okay, he's gone.
It was
Sorry,
a
Ninja.
little late, you know, past the bedtime of most of his
Yeah.
Twitter followers, I think.
Now, would you be upset if your little sprout became a Ninja fan? If,
I don't. Who cares what a kid? Kids are kids. I
Yeah.
liked a bunch of dumb stuff when I was a kid.
yeah, so you're okay if
yeah,
he
of
gets
course.
into the
Kids are gonna like dumb stuff.
yeah.
Kids
all
are gonna
right.
like kiddie stuff. It's stuff made for kids. Of
Yeah,
course
but what
you
if
don't
your
like it.
what if your kid liked Minecraft? Isn't that cooler? Wouldn't you be happy if he was out there building a little
Well,
castle?
yeah. I mean,
You know?
you know, there's some limits. If he likes Mega Blocks, it's like, buddy, what is wrong with you? Let me get you some Legos.
Are you going to try to push him in the right direction in terms of games, or are you going to let him just discover the whole wide world by himself? You've been doing a little PC training already,
No.
getting him used to
no,
hitting the keys.
No screen
Just
time.
over there.
I'm
Oh.
saving the screen time.
Well, you don't need
I'll
the
blow
screen,
his
just-
mind later on.
No, just get the keyboard. You
He's
know, get
using
him
an
used to hitting the
abacus
keys
right now. I'm not even telling him that the calculator exists.
Oh,
I'm
I
gonna make
see.
him work his way there.
You're slow rolling.
Yeah,
All right.
exactly. So
All
his
right.
mind's gonna explode.
Just because you use technology doesn't mean he can get away with understanding life before technology.
He's not ready for it.
What age are you going cell phone?
Oh God, please don't do this to me.
No?
I
Uh-oh.
can't do this.
Uh-oh.
Like, who knows what it's
7.
gonna be like in
That's
5
true.
more- Oh look, the Slark is getting flamed.
For what?
Croc Slark.
Oh!
BDZ Season 2. Is it a frog or a croc? Asks 23 Savage. How does he not know?
It's definitely a crocodile.
It's clearly a croc.
Let's zoom in here.
23 Savage needs to take a course in biology. This is what happens when you become a Dota prodigy.
Now, let's
And
count
how
the
did you
teeth.
possibly think that was a frog?
Do frogs even have teeth?
No.
I don't think they do.
Didn't you cut one open in biology?
Yeah, I did, but not. No, I didn't do the dental work. I was a gut guy.
Mine was named Maximus because I had recently watched Gladiator and he was the biggest frog, which turned out to be a horrible decision.
You named the frog that you cut up in.
You all had to name them. You had to label them.
Oh, no, ours was just specimen number 1.
Well, that's
This is America, dude.
it's very cruel.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you you're taking Bio 12 next year and you're going to cut the frog, don't take the big one because it's just way more fat to get through. Pro tip.
Yeah. Yeah.
Abatsama and Savage Sama. Respect from the carry players to one another.
All right. A lot on the line here, reiterating the stakes. Elimination is on the line for Amplfy. They need a win to stay alive and take us to Game 3. Let's see if they can do it. A little Radiant on Dire action. Bounty runes.
Yep.
Is it going to be even? Oh, my gosh.
It is indeed. Rior used the spear up top and pushed Forev off of it to guarantee the 2-for-2, or else it was almost a 3-for-1.
Now, what do we have on this banner here? It looks like a person.
I can confirm it's a person.
Okay.
Yeah. No problem.
Sorry, I don't have any deeper analysis there.
Nope, just looks like a person.
Maybe it's a musician.
Looks like a poet.
Oh. You know, that is an underdeveloped part of the Dota community. Dota poetry.
I'll work on it.
All right.
So, Savage in the off lane here, playing with his 2 supports. Febby already quite low. But March does have that nice chilling touch to start slapping away on his opponents and try and keep the harass up. They are just casting every spell at 23 Savage right now. Harassing him as much as possible.
Is it working?
Well, yeah. He's off the wave, isn't he?
Well, kind of, but the wave's pushing up. I guess this range creep is going to get denied here. But they don't have the lane pulled back too far, and I'm just going to shove into the tower. Although I see what you're saying, that Slark is not having much fun.
They're just clicking buttons on him. He does have 6 tangos still left, though, and a salve, so... Although I guarantee BDZ's clicking these 3 heroes and going, guys, they don't have any sticks. I'm spamming my entire mana pool before they do.
I like it. First point, Shadow Poison. That's my one caveat with the Shadow Demon. You got to get poison. 4-4-0 is not the build.
Oh, top. That Mars.
Mars. Oh, he's dead. That's your first blood. Forev solos him.
Gets run down. You know, the lucky shot, perhaps getting a little bit lucky there in the lane.
Okay, living up to the namesake. I hear a charge from the Breaker. It looks like it's over the rune, and he will pick up a double damage. Jo, despite having the superior cosmetic game, will not secure the rune for himself.
Meanwhile, in the mid lane, another... Oh, he got him!
Oh, okay. Well, we missed the solo kill mid. We did catch the kill onto Jo.
So, well, it wasn't that exciting. Carl just hit him with a split earth and a lightning, and then he hit Gunner again with a split earth and a lightning.
Just clipped
right
him.
in his face.
Back-to-back skill shots. Okay, now down bottom, getting use out of this double damage. Febby giving him the lantern. BDZ will fall. It actually counts as a double for the Febster. Very nice for TJMM.
Gunner definitely tried to sleight a fist based on the animation of Leshrac, and he just got. That's pretty much it. He just missed the timing. He didn't try and pump fake it at all. Carl just went for it twice in a row. And I think Gunner missed the slight. That's what it seemed like at the very least.
All right. Well, a bit atypical for Gunner there on a hero he knows well, but perhaps still salvageable here in the mid.
I mean, one of the key hallmarks of that game that they lost to Amplfy, as that was the team that beat them in the group stage, was Carl doing quite well in the mid lane.
Oh, Slark down bottom. He will survive, but still getting repelled. Chewed through almost all of that regen. 1 tango left and 1 active right now. Slark with 16 CS, though. He is keeping even with the Wraith King. And with these extra kills in the lane, it is actually TJMM that have a slight advantage in the first few waves of this laning stage.
That wave is being pulled very close to the tower, though, as the creeps come back out. They're going to try and get a hold of it around here, as BDZ just keeps on spamming.
At least they've got the sticks now. Slark has one, AA as well.
He's out of regen, though. He used all 6 of those tangos and the salve.
Ouch. And Wraith King, well, he's only got 1 tango left. Spot another set will be delivered.
And Febby's messing with the pull here. Trying to body block it, but he's not able to. So they'll have another small camp pull ready, and Febby forced to TP home and come back with another charge. And that's going to give Jo the Ghosty Ghost. Start spamming that way. Up top, Forev did not go down, but he's had to make the long walk of shame back home. Couldn't keep sustaining versus the Mars after the Mars died. So one of those situations where getting the early kill can sometimes hurt you a little bit. But Rior still has a long way to catch up.
Almost goes down in the bottom. Maybe BDZ will get punished here. Charge from the tree line. Hard to interrupt. Stops the salve. Shadow Demon without many options, but stands his ground, starts chucking the poisons, and Febby's the one that's going to have to return.
Can't quite get the kill with the Soul Catcher. Oh, he needs another right click. Oh, he's got the stun. He's. Oh, no, it wore off. Nice,
Still enough. The damage from the Shadow Poison sets it up, and BDZ gets credit for that one. Little ghost down here. She's actually pretty annoying.
Look how slow she makes the Slark of the AA. Puts Merchant at 235. Just work him, Ghost Lady.
Dude, she's giving March the business right now.
I don't even want to see the Bounty Rune fight. Look at this, the skeleton. March, run. It's a good thing Febby came through the bash.
All right. So, runes. Even. No, 3 for Amplfy. Okay. 3 for Amplfy. Top one was, or one of them was grabbed by the Wraith King there.
So, Carl has no points in the Edict, but he does have a Catapult. And the Chen is rotating in here, and they have the Purge creep. So, trying to get a grab onto Gunner here before he's level 6. There is the Dire Vision, seeing the Chen rotation. Febby also going to run into Jo here and has this Orb of Venom, so the Purge creep going to try and help, but he gets bashed back. Oh, another one!
Febby getting very lucky here. The Purge continuing to help. Forev up top gets a solo kill again. Feels like we should maybe put a little more attention onto this lane, but Forev is dominating. Number 1 on net worth for the Dire. Mars close to the bottom.
He's going to have that Javelin soon, too, and it's going to be very difficult for Rio to stay in this lane at that point.
I think it's already difficult for him.
Also true. I mean, now with the ulti especially.
2 points in the Shadow Poison now.
The Pango is the thing to me that makes this game for Jinesbrus. If Forev gets off to a good start, I see this game being very difficult for Amplfy because I really do think that Aghanim's Diffusal is just going to solo carry this game. They have nothing to deal with the Pango ulti.
Mission accomplished, friend.
That ability is brutal.
He's about as farmed as that mid-lesh.
Forev's now going to go toe-to-toe with him here, perhaps? Or no? Okay. He was coming mid, and he's like, nah, all right, I'm out.
Gunner just working some neutrals. Do you think Radiance is the play for Wraith King this game? Obviously going for the Midas, no complaints there, but is this Radiance?
Slark, Ember, Pango, What about with his team?
I think
I wouldn't mind the blink, like a faster blink with the armlet.
I think I'd like to see something a little bit more active. I think giving that space to Ember and Slark is, again, going to kind of play into their hands. Slark wants the Midas himself.
I think it's scary because if you don't do really well with this like blink armlet, you just lose. You have nothing late game with the Radiance.
Yeah, Spirit Breaker going to go down here. I mean, we'll see once these lanes break down a little bit how it goes for the Wraith King, but the flip side of that is it's a long build-up for the Radiance, and if you don't win the fights or you get crippled and can't hit that timing, it also kind of feels like you lose.
Sure, but it comes down to like tower gold. How much are they pressuring around the map? What can Carl get done for you? Gonna have to rely on his team to try and get him there if he wants to go for it.
Fair point.
They brought Carl down here with the haste rune. They're gonna try and kill 23 Savage.
And
he didn't go for the stun, and he does not need it.
Yeah, not even level 6, so pretty easy gank there. Hasted up.
Carl! Carl's looking! He knows! Oh. Yo, Carl!
He's going in onto March, finds the kill there. Back up top, thought we might have something break out, but looks like Spirit Breaker will just back up.
I mean, they're pinging as if, oh, there is a ward there. There you go. It's over on this side. I was wondering how he knew March was there, but there is that observer ward. So Carl is quite correct saying there's enemy vision there. And that's before he even has his ulti. Wow. What a good Slark player.
His head is in the game. Drum, first item for Gunner. Nice combative Ember here. Get some early stats. They're going to need it. Right now, Jinesbrus, name of the game, is just making some space for the Slark. Savage forced into the jungle. Almost the lowest of the cores. Rior, the only one below him right now.
Yeah, they got a couple of heroes up here near Forev, but I don't think that's a very easy kill to go for. What are they going to do? Try and kill him in the... I guess you can kill him with Soul Catcher. That is the beauty of it. It is feasible. Very difficult, but...
Yeah. I mean, Arena with
Oh.
Spear, yep, just like this. It does do a lot of damage. Very difficult, but if you can catch him with that stun. Febby survives through it. Now a charge onto BDZ.
Great read there from Febby. Just going for that charge on the Mars. He ends up forcing out the Arena so far away from the tower, and that's one less opportunity they'll have to try and get a kill onto Forev.
Yeah. More rotations coming. Radiant with 4 heroes up top right now. This is that space creation we were talking about. Forev just inserting the chaos, putting the big pressure on. All of a sudden, are we clearing out an ancient stack here? Nope, it's just regular old neutrals.
And 23 Savage is just farming safely in the off lane there.
So that's his Midas now.
Same with the Wraith King, though. Pretty even on our 2 cores.
Oh, Forev. Lesh into a spear. There you go. Plenty of burst. And he's got the right idea. Hood of Defiance queued up immediately.
Carl's the man this game. He is really setting the pace here for Amplfy.
Level 10 on the Leshrac.
See if he can be enough to lead his Wraith King either into battle with the armlet or towards a more patient game with that Radiance.
3 points in the Edict will get stopped by the Glyph, and he just TPs home.
Down to the bottom shrine, in fact, and instantly pops it. He is not planning on going home ever.
Wow. Thought they'd commit a little more for that tower, but sometimes I feel like Leshracs are a little too eager to use Edict like that when you know they have Glyph, and sometimes if you just wait a second or two, they'll panic and use the Glyph right away. Usually they'll try to wait out for the Edict, but
Maybe in your games.
yeah, you think they're always waiting?
I think in our professional tier here,
I don't know.
they know.
I don't know.
Like Forev's little dance and moves here with the ulti.
Well, Jo gets popped. Man, Savage getting pressured again.
Time to make some more action happen somewhere else
Carl?
on the map.
Safe thanks to the Shadow Demon. Now set up the other way. Oh, it misses. Not going to be able to grab the haste, though. Carl just snatches it, and Febby will fall regardless.
Yeah, Carl's going to use it to just take this tower, too.
Well, there you go. No Glyph. Gunner takes some damage, but tough kill.
Yo, Carl?
Okay, never mind.
Carl!
It was almost like Gunner played that as if he wasn't hasted. Surely Gunner realized
Yeah.
it, but he played that very cocky, like, oh, there's no way Lesh is going to man up on me here. Well, I'll tell you what.
Carl's insane. This does not look like a Leshrac. You know what I mean?
What does he
how
look like
active
to
he-
you?
I don't know. He's like a Storm Spirit or something. He's just zipping from lane to lane, grabbing kills. He's 4-0-2. He's got 94 last hits and 22 denies.
Yeah, dude. He's farming.
He's more last
killing.
hits than the Wraith King. That's all he's been doing. And he's got 4 kills.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Carl's trying to carry his team into a game 3.
Well, this is exactly the kind of play they need. Glyph reset. Let's see Carl use the Edict again. They might try to set up onto Forev. They did have some damage last time. Yule's Scepter. This should be an easy spear. Okay, they don't even need it. He already used the spear. Sorry about that. Glyph.
Yeah, he whiffed it, I think.
Either way, big damage. It's a 3K net worth lead now.
Febby will complete the charge.
Oh, Ice Blast also flying through. All heal from Shen. Comes out in time. Gunner low but forward. Trying to do as much damage as he can, but force a Remnant back. Comes into the fray.
Nice
Now
disruption.
stunned up. Another slight. Gunner still alive, but just barely. The Wraith King will try to finish him off. Cold Feet go through to get the kill on Shen, but the Gunman,
He didn't get the slide off.
he's down again.
And that
Wraith
was
King.
all because of Jo delaying that with the disruption there from our Shadow Demon from BDZ.
Now there's your reincarnation coming back to life. Spear going to be off the mark. Forev with the rolls. Great setup here onto the Wraith King. Very nicely done. Much needed kill for the Dire.
Yeah, not a whole lot of plays out of that one. And Wraith King will now reflect, though, as to what he wants to do, because he's currently sitting on that 2,500 gold, hasn't queued anything up.
Yeah.
And now's the time where you got to decide. If he doesn't buy anything soon, then we're, of course, going to assume he's going straight for the Radiance. And at this point,
It seems like he wants it. That's really the only reason to pull up this much. He queues it up now, blink after that.
I think that's the play. With how well the Leshrak's doing, it looks like a Radiance game.
I think so, too. Well, what's scary is if they somehow manage to kill him again, like before Relic, or even before the whole Radiance is done. Seems unlikely since Carl's putting on so much pressure, but despite this great start, I think the Dyers still have a lot of options. Bounties will go even again, it looks like. 2 for TJ down bottom, and 2 for Amplfy up top. Midas is out. Defusal is in progress now for Savage, number 1 on his team. Fighting for it with the Pango there.
Lesh is coming in. Fevy's ready for the charge through. They have to do so much damage to this Leshrak. And Gunner's just out of there.
Charge across the way. Going up onto BDZ. He's in enemy territory and will get brought down. Ice Blast flies through. Does clip Carl. Arena of Blood, though. Can they get this Lesh? It's the big kill that they need. They'll lose Fevy for it. Rev jumps forward. Almost pops the Mars. Ice Blast debuff wears off. They still find the kill. Now Carl on the run. Yule Scepter onto Gunner. Searing Chains connect with the Slight. There's Farev. A big shutdown. 2 sprees done for Amplfy. And now that gold lead they had about evaporated. A 2K swing in favor of Jinesbrus.
Huge streak going the way of Farev. That's going to give him a pipe as he just picked up 600 gold.
Wowzers.
From that kill and the assists. And there's an additional 500 and some too there for Gunner, who's almost at a Maelstrom.
They've broken this game wide open, bud.
Wide open with this under 1K lead. See, I was being sarcastic. Because I don't think that counts as wide open.
Yeah, it's wide open. They were far behind. You were
Wide
talking about
open as
Carl
in
rolling.
It could go any way.
Dude, it's wide open now that we got an even game on our hands.
Carl blew out a knee, and he got taken to the glue factory.
Yeah,
on that
dude.
one, I think.
Yeah, dude. Let's look at the old win probability. Ooh, look at that. Ooh.
Okay, that is a pretty brutal win change after that. Dota Plus is real upset with that Leshrak. If Leshrak dies,
Dude.
it's over.
Me and the robots, Trent, wide open.
Wide open.
Are you trying to get some action on Amplfy? You still confident in Carl? I think it's done so now that he lost his momentum.
That's it? GG?
That's it. Slark's alive. It was all about crippling the Slark. They did it in the lane. It was a great lane setup.
Yeah.
Look at where Savage is right now. He is climbing. He's
I know
nipping
where
at
he's
the heels.
been. He's just been in the jungle like a smart boy.
Now, the Wraith King is very close to the Radiance, and he's gotten away with it. This could be good. It will give him the ability to farm, but feeling more and more confident for the Dire as this mid-game continues. Tower up top, gets down low. Edict used by Carl. Charge coming in from the Breaker. Breaker, Niner.
He's got the Yules, so no concerns here.
Whoa, that's a spear. They jump in onto the Pango. Farev. He lives?
Yo,
Farev?
guys, cast your spells.
Wait, how did he live?
They just stopped right-clicking. They thought that the Edict from the Leshrak would kill him.
Well, now BDZ is going to get punished for it. He'll be the first casualty. They go in onto Carl. Yule's Scepter, that'll buy him some time. Ice Blast does come in. Yules won't keep you safe from that. They do get a counter kill onto the Slark, but down goes Carl. Big damage. Jo low in the back line. The Chain Lightning's bouncing around thanks to the Maelstrom. Gunner still alive, trying to make it to the Shrine. Farev pops it, and here come the heals. Jo dead. Mars on the run. A bot comes back thanks to the reincarnation. Rior with a nice spear away. I don't know if it'll be enough to keep him alive, but it will buy him some time. They're struggling on this Wraith King, though. He just pummels March.
And now BDZ shows up, and they're like,
Febby?
now what? Oh.
Okay. Febby's going to burn down. I think they're going to have to let the Wraith King go.
I'd say so.
So that was a break point. They fought right as the Radiance came in. So end of the day will be a net gain for the Radiant.
And they got the tower.
And they did get the tower. Remember, that was just a Wraith King reincarnation. So he makes out big, plus 700.
So wide open.
Yeah.
As they retake the lead.
Oh, yes, by about
50-50.
500 net worth.
Look at that. 50-50, wide open game.
It is. Wide open for either team to now pull into the lead, bud.
Boom!
All right, Forev does have the ult.
Oh!
Okay, no longer has the ult.
He couldn't get over the wall.
Don't you just Rolling Thunder there?
I'm not sure what happened. He probably had like stuns or something. He was just trying to get the quick shield crash over the wall, but he couldn't get it.
The quick shield crash.
Well, like the turn W, and then yeah. You can see what he was trying to do.
Yeah.
It just looks comical.
Well, Jo mid. Defensive disruption resets things. Gunner sticking around. He wants this. The Ice Blast does not connect on Jo, actually. And Gunner gets back just in time. Yule's out on the march. Now the March Man going to go down.
He's out of season because it's July.
Wow. You had to dig deep for that one.
Didn't I, though?
So, you really think the Radiant are going to win this? You trying to get some action here? Because I still think this is all dire.
Why are you still digging at this? I don't know. I don't want to think about who's just going to. I don't think either team is guaranteed to win at this state in the game.
Nor do I.
Okay.
But
well,
I think
then good.
TJMM are in a much better position, all things considered. I think the later this goes, in general, the easier it's going to get for them.
Well, yeah. Okay. That is, I would agree.
So we're at 21 minutes, and it's only a 1K net worth lead for Amplfy.
Yeah.
I think they're in the worst position.
I think the BKB is the deciding factor. The BKB on the Leshrac and what happens before and then directly after that.
Okay. I'll agree
that
with
looks
that.
like the most important item in the game right now.
And
The other
maybe
one
a
maybe
BKB
being
on
the
the Rage
Slark
King.
BKB too. The
Right.
Slark BKB is very scary.
Yeah.
Because he can kind of kill everyone. Like, are there any Ghost Scepters? I don't think so, right?
Not yet, at least, no.
There's basically disruption to try and save the Leshrac.
And it looks like Slark is prioritizing the BKB. He has got Blink queued up,
Oh,
but
there's a Yule's onto Forev,
waiting
but
for the recipe.
Febby with the interruption.
Oh, this could be bad for the Dire. It's a great arena of blood. Brings down Febby. Forev will also fall,
There
I
it is.
think.
See, he's got it that time.
Yeah, still doesn't save him, though.
Yeah, but it looked better.
It certainly did. Big initiation and no buybacks on either of those heroes.
So,
all of a sudden, Amplfy going high ground. Now, just you wait, bud. The high ground defense is coming. Here comes Gunner.
Jeez,
They've used
that's
the
a lot
glyph.
of health. Carl, get out of there.
Careful, Car.
Did you know there's a Slark in this game?
Yeah, he's farming his BKB right now.
He's farming really well this game. This guy knows when to and when not to come to a fight.
So that was the easiest high ground defense of their lives, Trent. You see that tower?
Yeah.
Barely took any damage.
But a Niblin,
And look, they're even going to get
that looks familiar.
a little pick-me-up
Isn't that
afterwards.
exactly what happened last time? Everyone else left, and then
So-
BDZ got caught off.
That's an expensive pick-me-up. 500 gold goes the way of Gunner for that one.
Wow.
450, but that's a big bounty.
That is my team is very slightly behind.
Yeah,
Gold multiplier.
it's your break point there.
That is just bonkers.
Definitely would not think an SD would carry that kind of a bounty. The BKB is about to be delivered.
Really, already?
Oh, he's sweating over there.
Well, I don't have anything on this, so I'm fine. It's
Except your reputation.
fine. What? What did I say?
You implied that Amplfy is not in a bad
have
spot.
not lost the game.
Dude, they are in a disastrous position right now.
Have we not both agreed that Jinesbrus looks like they have a better shot of winning this?
Is that I don't know. I haven't been able to get you to make a firm stance here.
I said that they have a better shot the later this goes, and it's getting later, and they're not doing anything on the Radiant side. So, yeah, things look
Okay.
better for Jinesbrus, but you just saw them almost get a Tier 3 top.
This thing, what? Almost. There were
One
2
more
heroes dead.
hero
They didn't do
pickoff.
any damage.
You'll see.
Oh, okay.
Carl's going to have a BKB.
Yeah.
Oh, they got a spear up top. He didn't get the
Oh.
dispel. The chain stuns.
Oh, they've got the Slark. This is big. No, Savage lives. He gets off the BKB and the ult. It's a reset. They will pop the Shrine, but they're still split. Febby likely to go down. Where's the rest of the Dire? Looks like they did
still
find
have
Jo.
the arena. They're after him.
Oh,
he
he makes
missed!
it out. They're probably still going to kill him, though.
Yeah.
Where's the rest of his team?
Where's his team?
Well, they're just hanging out in mid. Okay.
They're splitting. Look at those lines. Febby's saying, push mid, push bot.
And that could have been a lot worse for TJMM, too. Like, they got a little lucky there that the arena missed, that Slark somehow managed to BKB and still get his ult off. I thought he was dead for sure.
Isn't that worse? Because now he just wasted a 10-second BKB charge and still died.
Yeah, actually, you're right. That is somehow worse. If he lives there, totally worth it. But yeah, I don't have a
now
counter
instantly
argument.
into the Roche pit.
Okay, and scout it out, but probably won't matter.
Yeah, just have to trade up the tanking here. Or not, as they see this Ember. Okay, Ember with an Arcane Rune, and they have a Radiant Ward spotting this, so they know to beware.
So would you say they almost got Roche there? Just like they almost got that tier 3 top?
That's exactly what I would say.
I mean, it's right there.
Out.
He's only at 50%. So 2 of them down bottom will get picked up by TJMM, so a 2 for 2 on the bounties. And Assault Kuros very close for the Wraith King. About 200. Also, no more mana on Reincarnation. So he's over the hump in terms of dealing with the diffusal that Slark has picked up.
Yeah, and the I say the potential one from the Pango, but Frev not going for that more common build that we've been seeing a lot in pubs lately with the Ags and the diffusal. He went the utility build, which is definitely understandable in a more of the pro setting, and his farming item instead of the Maelstrom as opposed to like a fighting one is you just want to transform that Javelin into something out of the laning stage.
So Guardians BKB going to be the choice there. Very safe.
He's having a hard time getting his ulti off consistently, so the BKB will definitely help with that.
Gunnar also has his BKB now. Hanging on to that 10-second charge with Aghanims.
These are going to be
Not
really messy fights, these BKBs. But what goes through BKB? Nether Strike?
Not a hell of a lot this game.
It's basically Nether Strike and then Shadow Demon with the Purge.
Yeah.
But that's pretty much, you know, obviously there's damage and stuff, but in terms of control elements, there's not a lot.
Yeah.
So the fights get really weird.
It's a great BKB game for both teams.
Yeah.
Certainly a good point. Do you like this idea of Blink Dagger on Slark for the Scotty potentially? Do you think that's worth the value here?
How squishy? Yeah, I think the squishier the targets, right? That's when the Blink has always been more valuable on the Slark and just a Leshrac. Even with a BKB, he still only has 2060 HP.
Like the Chen, you know, jump
They're
on
looking
him in the
for
back.
a kill down bottom. Oh, all right, never mind. They're going to go top instead. Oh,
okay.
That was pretty hype.
Arena comes out, but Slark trying to jump in
Oh,
will grab him with the
He pounced him
pounce.
through the wall.
So he does still connect, and the Mars will not be able to TB. He does have a lot of reinforcements coming, though. I don't know about this. 23 Savage will pop the BKB. Now Carl in the fray. This Mars is tanky. They're going to give up on it, and now will they suffer any losses themselves? Mars goes down. Other side, Slark in the trees. They've got him. Where is Gunnar? On the backside?
Yeah, he was chasing after the Wraith King. He popped the ulti and killed the Chen.
Okay.
And now he is trying to help Febby survive with the charge. Febby's living. Forev also going to ult and charge his way out his own way.
All right. Another one of these chaotic fights. The Slark is the big loser, though.
But a 1K swing there. And everyone popping their BKBs, I believe.
So now into the Roche Pit we go. Can they do this? A little scary. At least it's not an Arcane Rune this time, but yeah, they're going to back out right away.
Neither team particularly stellar at the old Roche this game. Wraith King probably the best one here, especially with the AC, but still can't just do it without a lot of assistance.
I think Amplfy have their head in the right place. A Roche would be fantastic for them if they could get it, but I admire their willingness to just ditch as soon as TJMM show that they're willing to contest.
Gunnar is nearly into the Aghanim Scepter as well on the Ember.
And level 21, so not too far off that 25 mark when it becomes bananas.
And it is only one BKB on the Radiant side. It's just the Leshrac. The Wraith King doesn't want to invest in one because it's always a tough item to decide on with the hero, but that does mean that Gunnar is going to be doing a ton of damage in these team fights once he gets it.
Forev breaks the smoke from the low ground, at least on the Wraith King, and it reveals what's going on here. Gunnar makes it back.
They use the arena too just as he's getting out, so a wasted arena here. Not the longest cooldown.
Yeah. Of all the ults to waste, that one feels pretty okay. Meanwhile, up top, Carl showing off those BOTs.
Forev puts down the ward so we can see what he's doing. Spots that he uses the stun and just TPs out.
That was Febby.
Sorry, I said Forev, didn't I? My
Yep.
bad. The Fs are getting to me.
But, yes, you are right. So they don't have Lesh here, though. They saw him TP out. They find Mars in the mid. No Arena. Down he goes. Now the Wraith King getting very low. Probably going to have to use his reincarnation here, and he will. Buyback from the Mars to get into the fray, but big damage from the Dire. They obliterate the Chen and the SD. Both supports dead. Carl in deep. BKB on. He's putting out the hurt, but he does not have a lot of backup. Now Carl on the run. Charge forward. Wraith King still alive. Did finish off March. The chase now onto Carl. Yule's Scepter, but no more resets available. His team's going to leave him high and dry, and the GOAT will fall.
That turned around so fast. The two-man Soul Catcher looks kind of good, and then suddenly Greaves, BKB, and their HP instantly pops back up to full, and you think, oh, we're in trouble.
Yep. Big swing, and the other issue here are bounty runes. Going to be a battle in the bottom lane. Ice Blast flies through. Nice play from a bot to just back up and grab it. His reincarnation has cooled down. It is level 3, so only 40 seconds. Reinforcements on the way. Chen trying to help him out, but they've got the damage. Can they kill him again? This is a big one. They need this, but Ryor is here, drops the Arena of Blood, and that sounds the retreat. Now it's the Dire that have gone too far, and they're just going to leave Febby. However, it does force a buyback from the Lesh, so all that, I think, still worth it for the Dire to trade their Spirit Breaker for the buyback, and yes, indeed.
Yep.
Look at that.
Yeah, certainly going to be fine with that. You kill that Leshrac one more time, and not only do you have a chance of taking some tier 2s, but the lane pressure is going to start building up here because a lot of the boots of travels from Carl is what's keeping these creeps moving in towards the side of Jinesbrus.
Yep. A little nervous for Amplfy, though. This Lesh losing momentum, Trent.
Yeah, no doubt about that. Once they couldn't crack the other two tier 2s and the Roche Pit, that's where you start to worry. Yeah. Once you're not taking objectives with Leshrac, you've hit the wall. And you're starting to rely on your other heroes on your team. And Mars, pretty good ganking hero, but he hasn't built up into the individual damage quite yet from Ryor. He's trying to get the Deso, but I think he might still be considering changing this Mithril Hammer into the BKB. He's probably still not quite sure what he's going to do.
Indecision. Force staff now done on Jo. That should help out a little bit. And Lesh thinking about the Blink Dagger. The Basher. The Basher. Bum-bum. Febby not far from a BKB. Kind of surprising. But his farm has been pretty decent this game.
Oh, he spots out the Arcane Rune for Gunner, too. So he'll be able to bottle that up.
Like Febby hanging on to that buyback as well. Hell of an item on the Mars. That's the Desolator.
They're coming. They're charging up top. They're smoking to try and connect here in time.
Wraith King, a good target for that. Might go down once, but will have the ulti. Now on the other side, BDZ gets nether struck. Looks like there's a fight the other way, too. Arena of Blood comes down.
Jeez,
Savage
Gunner's low.
with the BKB on. Looks like he's going to sustain. They're going to turn it around onto the Mars. Gunner just flying all over the place. They've picked up 2. They've lost their Ancient Apparition, but now Carl on the run. No BKB. Only a Yules left, stuck in the Searing Chains. And this Yules will bring him back down to set up a kill for TJMM. Now on the other side of the fight, looks like a TP out. No, it was just a kill onto BDZ. And now
he's
the
get
TP.
Him. Oh, I knew it. Never
Searing
doubt.
Chains. He's going to have the reincarnation, but now the Radiant in dire straits as their Wraith King gets surrounded and brought down. An ultra kill for the G-Man. Gunner.
The wall. Hey, they are not scaling the wall. They are Humpty Dumpty.
I'm not going to say I told you
wall.
so.
Well,
Wide open, Trent. Wide open.
okay. You got it, buddy. You the man.
Thank you. That feels good. See, all I could do was laugh because I don't hear that so often.
That's understandable.
Savage. Like
probably
this
the
Slark.
pedicures.
Well, what can the Radiant do now? Remember, that's a dieback for the Lesh, so he is in the grave for a long time, a full 60 seconds still. It's going to be a tier 2 at least. Aegis is out on somebody. Gunner.
I'm chipping to tier 3 here.
Oh, hell yeah. You know that Lesh is dead? I'm not chipping. I'm taking the tier 3. I'm forcing this Wraith King buyback. I'm telling my team we can end right now if we just kill them and cripple them in their own well. Let's demoralize them. They bring down one, looking for another. Jo will get taken down in his own fountain. TJMM. The NA Dota comes out here, Trent. They are crippling them.
This looks more like the group stage. This was not them this morning.
And I think
They found
Mineski
themselves.
had their number, but it seems that they have adapted, and they will continue to make this qualifier interesting. This keeps them alive in the lower bracket. We'll see the ultimate from Mars come down. Forev rolling around. They do get the kill on Savage, actually.
And they haven't quite gotten that much here. They're still working on the melee racks.
And I don't know if they're going to get it.
Uh-oh.
Gunner not able to finish it off. Oh, Dire Courier gets killed with a BKB.
All right, relax, guys. Wait, the birds? Did the creeps kill it? I think the Chen creeps might have killed it. Because I see a lot of pings from the Chen, and the courier, the creeps were at the courier shop.
Okay.
If so, that's pretty hilarious.
Quite possibly. I know they are, the heroes.
Well, credit to them since we don't have a hotkey for it.
Well, they hang in there. How did the Slark die? I kind of missed that whole
In the
setup.
tier 4s,
Oh.
you know.
Also, Octarine on
It'll
Gunner.
stop.
So,
He gave 1,005 gold to Rior, by the way. Ooh, Octarine and level 25. So let's see here. Charge restore time, 18 seconds. That's pretty scary. And then you got a sleight of fists of 4.5 seconds and 6 seconds searing chains.
50% uptime on the chains. That sounds pretty good to me.
Does indeed, doesn't it?
For Ev wants the Basher. 10-second BKB. Some skulls about to be crushed. Still at tier 1, standing in the top lane.
Yeah, no action on that part of the map. As they will deny the tier 2 bottom.
And the Abyssal Blade.
Okay,
On Wraith
so
King.
if they blink Abyssal, they want to fight after this Aegis, so they got to delay for 2 minutes.
Maybe easier said than done. Spirit Breaker pump faking these charges. Gunner, oh, he's going to go in here. They just jump in onto Jo. It's a dead Chen looking for more. It's a Wraith King. Radiant not ready to fight. Lesh is bottom. Mars is mid. TP to the tier 3, but they're going to lose another. Chen does have buyback. Here comes Mars with the arena. BKB on Savage.
Oh, Frev.
Reincarnation. They'll go 1 for 1. Forev and BDZ.
Frev died with BKB and Greaves and Pipe all up. Got nothing off there for the team.
Trying to keep this Slark alive, and he will make it just barely, though. Wow.
This is some Jinesbrus action right here.
Yeah.
I think that's where the Chen buyback.
Seems so.
Mid lane, they do have Gunner stunned up. I'm sure it's nothing too worrisome. Oh, but wait, Carl was waiting. That forces the BKB. Yeah, they're fine. All right, there's no way,
He's
right?
good. He's good.
He's okay. To be fair, that was his only remnant left. With Octarine Core and Eggs. This guy is burning them. He needs to relax. He's just going to walk around the map for a little bit.
Yeah, but with
Stack up some remnants.
this feels like classic TJMM. You know, there's a tier 1 standing, and they're diving into the tier 2s, and they could just be sieging. Seems getting a little caught up on these early kills. But hey, whoa, the Aggie.
The Mars Eggs. Yeah, he did not go for the BKB. He stuck with the Deso, and he took off that BKB and said, we need the damage.
Well, we'll see if it's the right play. Gunner just going to jump out. He'll be good. Does not cancel the charge. Whoa, Febby.
BDZ should be fine here, too. It's just an AA level 15.
Yeah, he good.
No threat there.
So-
no Ags.
How good is this Ags? Decreases the cooldown with the rebuke during the arena. It also resets when the arena is cast.
So it basically means you can rebuke once, arena, you instantly get it back in 1.4 seconds. So you can get a lot off, but it is only during the arena. That's one of the downsides of this Aghanims.
Yes.
So that's a lot of the game it's not going to be functioning. But
Well, that is the case for many of the Aghanims.
Oh, I see. They gave Forev the bad computer because that's the second or third time his PC has been crashing.
You're right.
He got to the boot camp last. That's what happened there. That's like he's probably got the squeaky chair too.
Oh,
Everyone's
no.
leaning back and it's like
Not the squeaky chair.
Wheel that thing around the room. Get as far away from you as possible.
There's nothing worse than a squeaky bedroom door. You know what I'm talking about?
Well, get some WD-40.
Does that really fix it? I'm not a handyman, Trent. What's this WD-40 you speak of?
It's
Is that lube of some sort?
You know, it's as far as I know, it's actually not copyrighted because then no one can copy it. So they don't want anyone to know the ingredients, so they can't patent it.
That is genius because nobody can figure out how to.
It's like Coke, isn't it the same thing? Is it the same kind of deal? They can't technically patent it because then you have to release the ingredients.
Well,
maybe it's not the same for a recipe.
So the ingredients are known because it's on the back of the bottle. It's the proportions that are unknown.
Well, yeah, gotcha.
So the whole key thing, the caveat there is that if you look in the back of food in America, it's all listed in order of whatever is the most is first.
Yes.
So that's the most info you get. But the exact recipe of Coca-Cola, there's like 3 people in the whole world that know the secret. It's locked away in some crazy
do you
safe.
think any one of them knows it all? Or is it only like parts, like National Treasure or something here?
Well, so supposedly, as the rumor mill goes,
oh, I'm sure this is true.
Coca-Cola is one of the more mysterious companies. There's like some Freemason stuff going on.
Oh, yeah, okay.
But seriously, apparently the recipe, there's like one person that is in charge. It's like that guy in charge of the Stanley Cup. You know, you've got this person who's in charge of keeping it safe, and I think it's
so the guy with the recipe also wears gloves all the time.
No, I think it's only family members, and they've got this like whole trust system to see it. It's like, you know, the original file locked in a safe that's buried underground inside a lead tube.
I think that's what Anna does too, because something's up with that guy. He just plays Dota, goes away for a year, comes back, and just knows how to win games again.
You think he's
trying to replace him? They can't do it. He's got some secrets, I think. Just shows up, wins TI, and he's like, I'm gonna take a break.
You know,
come back and try and win another one, I guess.
Is there something to be said for taking a break and then coming back? Because a lot of pro players don't do that. They're just all in all the time. Maybe they take a month off here or there.
I think.
But I mean, we saw that with Zy. People forget that Zy took like a year, 2 years off to finish school.
Yeah.
And he came back stronger than ever. This whole notion of if you're a tier 1 player and then you lose the momentum, you won't be able to come back. I don't know if that's true. That might be kind of a myth these days.
They're aiming for the vacations these days. They're trying to find breaks.
Listen, man.
Maybe took a big break, but
balance is important.
This is not the time of the year for vacations and breaks, though. It's TI, which means you got to be clutch, you got to be refined, you got to be clean. You can't be throwing away kills when it looks like the game's in your hands. So
you're right.
My bros on Jinesbrus, figure it out.
All right, the resume. Scotty up on Slark. He also wants an Abyssal. And it looks like he'll be able to get it with a bit more farming. Let's take a look at this graph. Wow.
What about the other one? Uh-oh.
Unbelievable. Now, Amplfy
what about the win one?
Are about even. Do I dare? TJMM, 62%.
That fell pretty hard.
Sure has. The bots don't believe. Surely they have seen Gunner play.
Wraithing's going for the Bloodthorn next. He's looking for just some more actives. He says, I don't have enough buttons. That's why I pick Wraith King, so I can buy buttons. Smart guy. You know, sometimes you run that problem where you got too many active items. It gets tough.
Oh, tell me about it. I try to limit myself to 2 every game. I don't want to overwhelm myself, Trent. Dota's about fun, not stress.
for you, at least.
Uh-oh, Carl. He sets it up onto the Pango, but Forev has the Black King bar. Carl also has a Black King bar, and that's an Abyssal. Flies down from the heavens. He gets the bash. Forev trying to make it out. He's scooting, he's pooting, and he's going down.
Jeez, a little pinball. Bouncing around everywhere.
Well, that was a nice catch.
His rally lasted longer than one me and Lyrical did on stream.
Cool.
I'm really bad at table tennis.
31 to 40. 31 to 30. I'm awful at table tennis as well.
Quick disruption there on the Febu with the stats resistance. Didn't give him the purge, but Carl doing his thing again.
He's charging in. Takes the nether strike. Febi just trying to live. A boulder from downtown. BKB TP.
Not enough damage there. The Mars was a little closer maybe, but he did not have the blink. Thanks to the AA.
Well, I tell you, Amplfy are hanging in there. And they've got a double siege creep wave, some skellies,
They're back.
Yeah.
Are you worried?
I'm not worried. I think they're showing a sign of life for sure, but I think this Slark is going to be king. I mean, we're 41 minutes in. Slark is getting pretty fat. Let's look at the net worth overall.
What about Gunner's next item? This
Radiance?
40-minute Radiance. That
I don't
makes me nervous.
I don't get it. Good against Wraith King.
I mean, I understand why, because he's gone full magic, right? It's going to give him more survivability with the Octarine Core, with the Spell Steal.
Well, yeah.
Yada, yada, yada.
You know, it's an item that tends to be, the earlier you get it, the more value you get. And now he's going to switch it up to Lincoln's. I like this a lot more.
Okay.
I think this makes sense. He just needs to live. He's already got damage.
He also has a Radiance recipe, though. So he's holding on to that for later. He'll figure it out. He saw what happened to Forev down there. He's like, yeah, I don't want to get abyssal in the middle of nowhere.
Savage has been past a sentry. Trusting this Slark to D-ward.
Yeah, they could use a gem. But with a Slark, you can just kind of guess your way through there, so I guess it's not quite as valuable.
There is now a double damage on the King of Wraiths.
We've got a really long Roche timer here, almost full. Still 2 minutes left. Hex up there, onto Forev.
Maybe going in a little bit hard here, but Febby able to back him up. Now BKB's coming out. Carl will use it first. Some pressure onto the Wraith King. Another one of these spread out fights. Disruption.
23
off to the side.
He's in the back lines.
Hell yeah, he is. He's going in onto BDZ, and they will find that kill as Gunner joins him. So much reach on this Dire side.
Abba, the mid-roll Abyssal.
Still in some trouble, though. Disarmed. Buyback now from the Shadow Demon. They will lock down the Pangolier. That's the first kill that the Radiant will find. But Febby, BKB on in the fray, swinging the lantern. They get Savage.
The damage from Rior. All right, Abat just played that fight. The mid-roll, he sidesteps, hits him with the Abyssal, and then they get the kill because of it?
Very impressive, but can they bring him down here? This would be equally big the other way. A lot of buybacks used. Still 20 seconds on the reincarnation. He shatters. Gunner finds the kill there. Now Rior on the run, bashed up. Force staff, will it be enough? The roots, the damage, he's done. Now buybacks the other way.
They're worried about the potential Roche spawn here. They don't know it actually won't be up in time. They do come back to get March. They need that'll be it's just Spearbreaker. It's still great, of course.
If they can find him. Charge will be coming up here in just a second. Silence about to expire. Lincolns.
Ooh, nice.
They've got the disruption, and they will indeed find the kill onto Febby. Big swings back and forth. Roshan up in 30. Let's take a look at the recap.
It's going to be a very complicated one here. It's negatives all around.
4 buybacks on the Dire, 3 buybacks on the Radiant. 2 of those were not factored in to that recap. So
yeah. So let's get this thing up here and figure out who's got buyback and who doesn't. So currently in that last fight, everyone but the Chen, the Leshrac, and the Ember bought back.
Yes.
In that last series of events.
So Chen's will be coming back momentarily. Ember and Lesh still just hanging on to him. So Ember, he's going to go ahead and synth this bad daddy. And then looking at a relic.
Yeah, get his Radiance. He did just get out the Roche, so they know it's up. And the Radiant have the Chen creep in there. So both teams aware of Roshan's existence. Looking for that cheese and Aegis. And our game has balanced out after what looked like a pretty in-hand match here for Jinesbrus.
Yeah. Amplfy have sustained. They lost that tier 3, but they have defended both of their shrines, at least for now. Still a tier 2 standing up top.
I love what Rior did. I think going the max damage was definitely the play because they were going to start struggling a little bit with this Leshrac.
Yeah.
And it makes the fights difficult because he doesn't have a BKB. He's playing very well on that Mars. And you see when when the arena ends, he's a little papery.
Mm-hmm.
So he's going to try and get to that BKB next, but he has saved their game by getting that damage to help burst down the Slark. And now they have an opportunity. If they win this next fight, if they kill the Slark, they might just march down mid with the Leshrac and take that high ground.
I mean, it swings both ways. We're getting late enough that even though the Dire don't have a lot of conventional pushing heroes, they can siege very quickly. They just do a lot of damage across them.
Oh,
Rior
under
maybe in
sentry.
some trouble. Ice Blast falls short. The chain of 4 stabs will be enough. And they do force out a Rolling Thunder. Forev just goes charging on in, finds the Chen. Jo with the all heal, but now the ulti. Mars with the Arena of Blood doing some big damage. Febby jumps in. Savage brings down Jo to get the kill. Around the shrine, Amplfy might get a reset. Fight starting to spread out. Carl, barely alive, finally goes down. Now the Mars falls. Bad fight for the Radiant, and they will lose their whole squad. Buybacks coming, the Recarn's there, but the Wraith King surrounded and dead.
They're just going to feed.
3 in the grave, no buybacks on those dead.
That's it.
Lesh in trouble, dead, die back there. GG is called, and say goodbye to Amplfy. It's TJMM that stay alive.
Here's the problem. You don't choose when the fights happen. They have the Ember Spirit with the Octarine Core, with the Aghanim Scepter. They have the Spearbreaker, the Pangolier, and the Slark. You don't get to pick. So trying to occupy that high ground as Amplfy and then drop that arena down like that onto 3 heroes with BKBs,
Yeah.
not going to end up well for you there. They were thinking like, okay, we can posture. We'll see who's going to get the Roche. We'll see who, little footsies. No footsies. All right, they just slammed him on the foot.
I have 2 words for you, Trent. Wide open.
Wide open.
That Leshrac had the momentum, and then Carl lost it. 14, 6, and 11. He played a good game, but it reminded me of a lot of those Position 1 Lesh drafts we've seen where it feels unstoppable early on. You're cruising through the game, and then you kind of hit this wall. And once you hit that wall, you start thinking, well, we need this item. Okay, we're still hanging in. Very back and forth mid-game, but at the end, the Gunner Ember reigns supreme again. Definitely a tough game for Savage. He pulled it together by the end of it with the Slark, but felt like that mid-game was a big struggle for him.
He seemed to figure out just at the end of the game just who to target down, right? Constantly going for Jo on the Chen. You can see 0, 12, and 14, preventing the heal. And just kind of working his way from there. And the Leshrac never able to really find his footing, as he said, later on into the game. Especially in those team fights, it felt like a lot of the burden started to fall onto the Wraith team. I thought Abat played an amazing game there.
Yeah.
But not enough to take it. So that will be the end of the run for Amplfy, as Jinesbrus will survive until tomorrow, day 2 of the playoffs in that lower bracket.
So tomorrow we've got
Adroit versus
Mineski.
Jinesbrus versus we just saw that, didn't we?
Oh, we're going to look at the bracket, and then that will help clarify
Come on,
all of these
pay
things.
attention. Adroit versus Mineski happened. Now it's Adroit versus Jinesbrus, and then they play the grand finals.
Right.
Versus Mineski.
That's exactly what I said. So we'll have Adroit versus Jinesbrus, and then the winner will play against Mineski in the best-of-5 finals.
Precisely what I heard you say. Okay, cool.
So lower bracket finals, and then Mineski sitting there in that big best-of-5. Winner bracket advantage is a coin flip or something useless, but they get to wait and see how these 2 teams square off for elimination.
Whoa.
A lot to look forward to.
And what do they win if they win that best-of-5?
I think they get a couple of plane tickets to Shanghai, China, and the chance to play for $26 million and counting. And counting. All those hats that you keep buying to trick out your characters.
Yeah.
Well, guess what? You're helping that prize pool.
Taking the TI, baby.
Mm-hmm.
Send the money for your players.
Wow.
So what's on the menu now? What's on the docket? What's the story over in Europe?
Production.
What's happening? I guess we're going to take a break.
We never got a cue. So, yeah, we're going to throw it to a commercial, and then production will inform us, and you'll probably see something here on this stream. Europe is underway right now. It's definitely already started. So probably switching over to some European games. Either way, it's been a pleasure. We'll be back tomorrow for the conclusion of the Southeast Asian playoffs. Bye-bye.